Chief Justice Sykes was furious with how the prosecution presented its case in responding to no case submissions made by the defense.
Good day, my wonderful friends. It's me again, the great, one more great countryman. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And click on your notification button. Yo, I am going right into this. I am very concerned about the Chief Justice Sykes and this case, because from what I understand the new gang law to be and how Justice Sykes is reviewing the submission of evidence by the prosecutor and the defense, I think he's doing it wrong, and let me explain. Okay, now the judge, he's going over the evidence and he's saying he doesn't believe the two prosecution witness because some of the stuff don't match up, and it seems like they're minimizing their role in the crime. But I am trying to understand what is the new gang law? How does it work? Because in America and other places, the hands of one is the hands of all. Like I explained before, you see young thug, him get arrested by the feds and he didn't do any murder, but because he associate with the man them and certain kind of planning or whatever, he's just as guilty. So I am trying to figure out if the Justice Sykes is really ruling this case according to the law and the evidence, or he is going after some other I don't know if it's constitution, because I don't think any of the men them constitutional rights were violated. They were arrested, read their rights and stuff. But I think the judge is taking the wrong approach on this. I'm gonna play some things and listen to what he's saying.
The incident purportedly happened on November 2, 2017. The alleged gang leader Andre Blackman Bryan, the defendants Tariq James and Carl Beach are charged with conspiracy, but Bryan and James are being accused of murder.
So Bryan is charged with murder and conspiracy, and also the guy James. Let's go and listen to this.
Both the Crown's key witnesses testified about the planning of the incident. Witness 2, who claimed he was the banker of the gang, said the arrangements were made at his home.
So this is Witness 2, who said he was the banker, said all the plans were made at his home. Now, this is the prosecution witness, who go against the gang, who is testifying and know say, yo, him put a lot on the line for this. But listen to what the judge is saying.
He said witness number 1, who claimed he was the driver of the gang, was active in the planning. Witness 2 noted that witness 1 said he would use Beach to carry James to do the shooting.
So witness 1, actually witness 2 testified that witness 1 said that he would bring a fellow by the name of James to do the shooting, and like witness 2 said, all this was being planned at his home.
However, witness 1 said that he questioned the killing of Outlaw and he was never in favor of him to die. Witness 1 further testified that Beach was seen on the roadway in the community of Lauriston when he and James were driving. He said Beach volunteered to carry James to do the shooting. The evidence suggested that Beach knowingly facilitated a murder.
You hear what the reporter said? From all the evidence in the court, the evidence suggested that Beach went to do the murder. You understand? Let's go.
Justice Sykes, however, questioned if Beach knew about the existence of a criminal gang at that point. He noted that Beach has no other charge and was never mentioned in any other evidence. Justice Sykes pointed to another inconsistency with the events after the shooting allegedly took place. Witness 2 said after the shooting, they went back to his house. Witness 1 said Witness 2 drove Brian to his apartment in Kingston. Justice Sykes says the recollection seems uncertain and in doubt. He says the inconsistencies are perfect examples of an accomplice minimizing their role and magnifying the role of another. He notes that both witnesses said they heard gunshots but didn't see who did the shooting. Justice Sykes says the inconsistencies may very well be in favor of the defendant Tariq James, as the question arises as to who actually did the shooting.
Now, the Justice Sykes is saying that Beach name never came up in the gangster them while the police were watching them, and the guy, I guess Beach, James, whatever, didn't have a criminal record. And there was no police pictures or anything. And also he said one witness said they went back to his house, and then the next witness, witness 2, said that they went to Blackman's apartment uptown. But what I'm saying is, if I understand the gang law, and if anybody's out there, please correct me, isn't it like the hands of one is the hands of all? So when you charge them on such a wide scale, if, for instance, say I did a murder and I'm in the gang, everybody else is charged with that murder. If I did a crime and it's an organization I am just going off the top of my head from what I understand, but it seems like Justice Sykes is applying individual evidence to each witness, and I don't know if that's the right way for him to judge this. That's why I said it should have been better if he had a group like a jury trial, and then jury of their peers or our peers could sit down and discuss this, because he is caught up like, oh, witness is trying to make it look like they had a less role to play. I mean, the game is already over because these guys are already giving witness, and they are prosecution witness. Their life is on the line. They have a lot to lose. So why would they even minimize what they're doing? Like, the police gave them a deal, Justice Sykes. It seems like he doesn't like the witness them, and he doesn't believe them. And it just seems like he's working against the prosecution. I don't know if I'm right, but from what I am hearing and seeing, he is individualizing each charges when it should be under a broad scope. If you're charged with the RICO charge, like people I know in America, for example, I know one guy, he got 5 years federal time. And really and truly, he wasn't a part of that group. But what he did a member of the group that the police have been listening in called him and he went and picked up some money. And by picking up the money and delivering the money, and did that a couple times, he wasn't involved in shooting or anything like that. He became a part of that. So that man was charged along with everybody. You understand? And then what he did, he plead the case down to what he think is suitable, because he was involved in the proceed of crime or in a criminal organization, moving money for them. Just a couple times the guy called him and said, bring the money over here, so I am just trying to wrap my head around it. I just kind of feel this judge is gonna blow this trial. There's many grounds for appeal. I don't know how he's gonna look over so much evidence. He's saying it's unfortunate for the courts because the police and the prosecution never present their stuff properly, and the list goes on and on. So this is gonna be a big time whammy, and I just hope the judge get him head out of the sun and look at this case for what it is. You understand? If Beach was there and he was in the car, the prosecution witnessed them same day, there's evidence of shooting, whatever. It is what it is. Now, I know I talk about constitutional rights, and Maximum Maxine, she, me and her always bumping on this, but this case right here, in terms of constitutional rights, I think it's covered because they were arrested properly. Now, where I think these guys' rights are gonna be violated, and it's kind of sad, it's from the judge not doing the case properly and taking on too much and making all these kinds of rulings, and that is definitely a case for appeal, because it's an unprecedented case. So I mean, I can't just say all of these guys appealing. In terms of constitution, I don't understand why there wasn't a jury trial. I think it was suspended because of COVID. I'm not too sure, but if that was a wrong move for the prosecution, but it was a good move for the defendants, because listen, they have mad appeal, and I know they're gonna appeal these sentence if they do get sentenced. But back to what I was saying, I think Justice Sykes is making some wrong decision, and I feel like he's about to throw this case down a rabbit hole. Let me know what you think. My name is Countryman. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Click on the next video. I'm out. Justice Sykes, the world is watching you.